Hello all and welcome to another pickups video, and today we have got for you a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 bundle which I bought off a friend of mine. Now I actually bought these a good couple of months ago, probably 3 months ago, but what happened was that was around about the time that I was moving. I'd done the deal with him, I put them down in my room, I started boxing things up to move. They made it into the box and they kind of have only just come to light again because I've had a lot of time to sort out recently. So I kind of want to sort them out, get them catalogued, get them in the collection where needed, get the stuff prepared that I want to get moved on. So here we are doing a pickups video before I do all of that. And I say PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 bundle, we've got a few odd little pieces to go with the games as well. We've got 5 PlayStation 2 games there. They are all completed box except for one I think is missing a manual. However, 2 of those games, by the way, are not interesting at all. You can probably guess what they are. And then we've got a stack of PlayStation 1 games. 10 of them are actual games, completed box and manual. And there's a couple of other little pieces there that have got bits missing. We'll get onto that in a minute. But anyway, let's go through the odds and ends pile first, which has been on screen this whole time. And top of the pile, because he first said, "Do you want these demo discs as well?" And I was like, "Of course, yes, please, yes, I'll take them too." And then he said, "Oh, you won't want those books, those. I'll throw those away." And I was like, "Whoa, no, you won't do that. I will have those as well. They are nice, interesting, quirky little pieces for the collection, and they are cheap books, so you never know when or if I may want to use them and have a little bit more fun with a game." And the first one up looks like it was something that was included with the magazine. Obviously, it's got a little bit more on the 3 games on the front: James Bond, 007, Everything or Nothing, Final Fantasy X2, and Mafia. But it has got a whole host of cheats in it too, if I can get my words out. So you never know. I might get the Simpsons hit and run and want cars that explode on impact. Or an invincible car, or can you do both? Can you have an invincible car and have other cars explode on impact? That would be interesting. What else have we got? I just saw that Legends of Wrestling there, so we can unlock wrestlers there as well. Andy Kaufman, Big John Studd, British Bulldog, Bruno Sammartino, Owen Hart, unlimited green coins, whatever they are. If you've got the game, that probably makes more sense to you as well. But yes, a book full of PlayStation 2 cheats as well. As I say, might have more fun out of some of the games that I already own. And the second book, which he said I won't want, and I'll throw these away. And I was like, no, is a full retail release by the look of it, because it was actually sold in shops for £9.95 as proved by this label left on the front. A to Z PlayStation Secrets, Strategies, Solutions. A complete A to Z of every PlayStation cheat imaginable. So there we go. So yeah, of course I'm going to want this. As I say, it could have a little bit more fun with some games that I already have. For example, NFL 97. Enter the following codes of team select screen of preseason mode, and then lets you play as the NFC or AFC Pro Bowl teams against any team in preseason matchup. That could be something that I never use. Anything else? Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. Now that would be a thing, because I do have that game. Mini game from Street Fighter 2. Already interested. Soul Blade there on the other side as well. Player Soul Edge. 2 methods to it as well. Tekken, I'm just hitting all of them now, aren't I, really? And Tekken 2. So I've already just found plenty for me, because I do like my beat 'em ups, as many of you may know. So yeah, I was going to say, when he said I'll just throw the books, so I was like, no, I'll have those. Interesting, quirky little pieces for the collection, and something I may even get a bit of use out of, as I say, have a little bit of further fun with games that I already own. So with that, we have a pile of demo discs as well. So I've tried a few of these, tried some of these already. This one is a PlayStation 1 demo. A bit ropey, but fantastic artwork. Hihachi, Nina, Lei, and Jack with Crash there on the front of it. And then on the back, we've got a Formula 1 car, something from Resident Evil there, a Wipeout vehicle here, and another one up here trying to squeeze into view. And I have actually tried it. It does work. I've failed to remember what games are on it, and they're not printed on here, so I can't read them off. I remember there was a Tomb Raider demo on there. That's about it. That obviously stuck out because it was Tomb Raider. And there was a Monster Trucks game on there as well, because I actually gave that a go because I'd never heard of it, and that was really hard to control, but a little bit of fun at the same time. But anyway, a fully working PlayStation 1 demo disc, nice nostalgic piece for the collection. And then next up in the collection was this PlayStation 2 demo disc, but literally I picked it up, black cover, nothing in it, so I pulled the disc out. Nothing on the disc to suggest what's on there, or is there? Is it all written at the top there? Don't know. Demo only says there, but it is actually written on the back. It is actually written on the back. all those there at the top there are playable demos, some videos, and then some extras as well. I gave a few of them a try. I played Dark Cloud. That was a game I couldn't really get on with. Klonoa 2 I played. And then I think I played a bit of WWF SmackDown, just bring it despite owning the game, just out of interest as to what was included on the demo. But yes, that will run on a PlayStation 3 that's fully back compat as well, because that's what I played it on. And again, another nostalgic piece just to add to the collection. And then next up we have 2 demo discs that were clearly part of a magazine stuck to the front. Station Demo Disc 1. World exclusive Tomb Raider 3, world exclusive ISS Pro 98, which is a cracking football game. I've done a first time in over 10 years on that and played that, so do check that out if you want to see some proper gameplay of that. And then we've got playable demos of Ninja, Tomb Raider 1 and 2. And if you've got Station Demo Disc 1, well, we also have Station Demo Disc 2. This has B-Movie, which is a alien game of some form. Look, save planet Earth from the marauding Martians in the superb 50s movie spoof from GT. And then Abe's Exodus there is quite prominent, plus playable demos of Abe's Odyssey and Dead Ball Zone. So we've got 2 Station demo discs. There's a magazine, I've got to be honest with you, I can't recall it. Back in the day I might have bought one, but I can't recall it. Next up is an odd demo disc, a really odd, strange one. Blockbuster PlayStation Challenge. Now I have booted this up and give it a try because the mystique of it, I just couldn't wait really. So this Blockbuster PlayStation Challenge disc is basically, obviously you get the Blockbuster logo thrown at you a little bit when you first boot it up, but then it goes into playing Rage Racer, and then all you can do on Rage Racer is basically start in 12th and race 1 lap. You go across the finish line, race ends. It doesn't just cut out or anything like that because it's a demo. The race actually ends. So I'm wondering if there was a way that you had to kind of photograph your time and then basically enter it into a competition with Blockbuster Video, and that is what Blockbuster PlayStation Challenge is. But this is certainly a very quirky demo and something that I'm absolutely really pleased to have in the collection, even if it is only in sort of a generic CD case, which I think my mate put it in. So more demo discs. These look like they're all from official PlayStation magazines, and this one is Tomb Raider 3 prominent on the front, and this one is, I say, disc number 39. Exclusive demos. We've got playable on here of Tomb Raider 3, Buster Groove, Future Cop, LAPD, Spyro the Dragon, Victory Boxing 2, Wrecking Crew, Sentinel Returns, Colony Wars Vengeance, Net Your Rosie, Mahjong, and then videos of Formula 1 98, Alundra, and Net Your Rosie. So there's quite a bit on there. And of course, there's Lara on the front, blowing me a kiss. Thank you very much, Lara. Next demo. What number's this one? Numbers are on the side. This is disc 78, Siphon Filter 2 prominent on the front. For the first time ever, the playable demo of Logan's Return. And then at the side, we have some amazing games there by the look of it. Look, Tony Hawk's. Doesn't everybody love a bit of Tony Hawk's? Tomb Raider 3, Lucky Luke, and Hugo Black there. So yes, another demo disc. I haven't actually tried these demo discs, but I will get round to having a little play about with a few of these, one at a time. Next demo disc prominent on the front is Motorhead. This is, I don't need to turn it sideways. Look, 15 Volume 2. Playable is Zed, Crime Killer, Newman Haas Racing, Nightmare Creatures, fantastic little game there, Net Your Rosie Coman, with Rolling, which I assume means videos of 3 Lions, Gran Turismo, and Cooler World. That's a bit of a quirky, fun puzzle game, Cooler World, if memory serves. So yes, another demo disc, Volume 15, Episode 2. Next up, we have this one prominent on the front, Gran Turismo, the real driving simulator. This is 17, Volume 2. And playable is Gran Turismo itself, Bomberman World, Colin McRae World, Rally, Death Trap Dungeon, Dead or Alive. Gonna have to give that a bash. Original Dead or Alive on the PS1. WCW Nitro, Gravitation, War Games, and Klonoa, with previews of Circuit Breakers and Net Your Rosie. So yes, another demo full of stuff there. Absolutely nice demo disc, that one. Next demo disc. Prominent on the front of this one, Tommy Mackinnon Rally. This is 18 of Volume 2. Obviously went through a phase of buying magazines here. Some of these are nearly in line with each other. Anyway, playable, Tommy Mackinnon Rally, Circuit Breakers, Blast Radius, Treasures of the Deep, Ghost in the Shell, Total Driving, Theme Hospital, which I absolutely loved, Hover Car Racing, that sounds really interesting. And then we've got videos of Spice World, Bear will love that, Net Your Rosie, and Enlightenment. So yes, plenty of interesting stuff on there for me to also want to stick this in the machine and give a few of those a bash. And then finally, in what looks like it's also in a generic CD case, which my mate popped it in, is a demo of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. I did at first sight think this was perhaps the game, but if it's one of these discs, it generally is a demo disc, and of course it says all that down here somewhere. So a demo of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. A lot of people love these games. I kind of get on with them and find them okay, but they never really have long-term interest with me, is in a long sort of gaming session in one hit. They're all right for me. Not a big fan of the series. So let's whip through the 5 PlayStation 2 games next just quickly, and we will whip past the first 2 just quickly because, as I said, 2 of them aren't interesting at all, and you probably guessed that they were sports titles. You probably then guessed that they might be FIFAs. They are, and coming to a charity shop near me real soon, FIFA Football 2003 and FIFA Football 2004. Now, should anybody want this, by the way, this is in fantastic condition. I think he actually bought this one from new because the manual is absolutely crisp. We've got extra bits of paper behind it. The disc is in fantastic condition. It's really been looked after. And then we've got obviously FIFA Football 2004 as well, but this one is missing a manual. However, disc is in perfect condition and will play fine. So yeah, just a couple of FIFAs, as I say, going to be in a charity shop near me real soon. Now, the first of the remaining 3 really sparks my interest because I loved this TV program back in the day. It is Robot Wars. It is Arenas of Destruction, and I must admit, never have I ever played this, by the way, and I can't wait to give this a bash. It might be bad. A lot of TV spin-off games aren't that great. It is. We've got a manual there. We've got a nice condition disc as well. It's an extra bit of card there behind it, so it is like complete as such. As I say, I used to love TV series. I can't wait to give it a go. I think it was on BBC Two mainly, and you had Jonathan Pierce doing the commentary. Craig Charles was the host, and the woman that was backstage, what was her name? That's going to annoy me. I will Google it and go, oh yeah, of course it's her. But anyway, it was a cracking TV show, and it was just every kid's dream, wasn't it? You make a robot, you fight another robot, and there was carnage, and machines being smashed to pieces. It was just a great TV program. But yes, we'll be giving this one, definitely be giving this one a try real soon. And next up, a game I actually already own. So this will probably be CEX trade fodder eventually, because I think you can still get a couple of quid for this one, £1 something, perhaps trading value, which is good enough when it's part of a deal like this. So we'll get on to how much I pay for it at the end. So it's a nice complete copy as well. It is the manual again, really well looked after. So has been the disc. I think he may have bought this one from new as well. But I do understand, or I have learnt, that many people say that the Need for Speed Underground games on the PlayStation 2 are the best Need for Speed games on the PlayStation 2, with the second one being the one, I believe. I do actually own both of them already, so as I say, this is a spare, potentially get traded and may be passed on to someone else. The last one will definitely be passed on to someone else, because I remember saying that I had it when I first picked it up, and he called dibs on it because I don't really want to keep it. Prince of Persia, I know it's quite a reasonably famous franchise, but it's just been a franchise that's never really interested me. I played a couple of them. To me, they're all right. It's complete in box and manual. I mean, we've even got this, look, win £500. No doubt that has expired. But yes, it's complete in box with manual. It's a platinum edition, and this will be heading off to my good friend Sean of Retro Games Revive. Fantastic channel, by the way. Please do check him out. Yes, that'll be whisking its way to you, Sean. So now we have the PlayStation 1 pile. So we've got a couple of things to go through before the complete in box games, and they are just a couple of box only games, sadly. And that was, I bought it off a mate, so I wasn't just going to go through all the games, you trust him and all that sort of stuff. However, if the discs aren't in there, they're in there for a genuine reason. They've just got lost or ended up somewhere else. But what else I do have more than makes up for what I have paid for it. So first up is basically, this is just box only. There's no disc in there. This one is box only. First of 2 that are box only. It's got a crack on it as well, and I could potentially complete it at some day. I mean, at a later date. It does have a manual in it. As I say, it is literally just missing the disc. So unfortunately, it's got the crack in there because I can't use the case as a replacement, and a lot of them, the front's cracked rather than the backs. However, I might source a disc for it, make it complete, and then it can go in the collection. However, as many of you know, I'm going for a full PlayStation Platinum set, and I do believe this one went Platinum, so even if I do complete it, it will then be moved on. But I'm going to try and complete it, should I come across the disc only, and then pass it on to someone who can give it a good home, hopefully. And the next box only one is a game that I do have. I have it twice already. I have it on the Platinum label, and I have it on a black label, and now I have a box only copy of it. And as I say, it is missing the disc, it's missing the game. It's the second one that is. It's got a manual in it, but it's a value series manual, and I do believe the Value Series had their own boxes. I had a yellow banner across the front here as well saying that it was Value Series. So it's the wrong manual in the wrong box without a disc. So I've got a kind of hybrid of pieces of a Toka Touring Car Championship game. However, this box is in real nice condition, so I will probably use this for a case replacement for something that's in my collection that needs it. And then if anyone needs some artwork or that specific manual or anything like that, I tend not to throw anything away with gaming. It generally goes in a box in my room of stuff, odds and ends that may be needed in the future, if not for me, for someone else. So that's what happens with anything. I don't just throw anything away. Something happens with it. But anyway, the third and final piece, which isn't a fully completed box game, and that will be for a very obvious reason, is a disc-only copy of Tomb Raider 2 on Platinum. I actually have this on Platinum, and my copy is fully boxed complete. So I have a disc of Tomb Raider 2 Platinum should anybody want and require it. So yeah, try and find a good home for that in the future. So now it is time to go through the 10 games that are all boxed complete. And the very first one up is... it's WWF Warzone. Now, funnily enough, I do already have this on a black label, so it is a double for me, obviously. So this will be, again, traded, passed on, or something like that. But the funny thing about it is this game actually also went platinum. So I now have 2 black labels of it, and I will eventually buy it on the platinum label, and then I will pass off 2 black label copies of this. So I'm really hoarding the WWF Warzone games at the moment. But yeah, it's complete in box with manual, so it is a nice copy of the game as well. As I say, part of the deal. So it's you know, I'll find a home for it. Something will happen with it. You know, there's always a collector out there that will give a game a good home if they don't have it. Next up, this was very popular for a very short period of time, year, maybe 2, when it hit the TV, and that is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Obviously, it appealed to my mate as well, because I think he bought this brand new as well. It's got every piece of paperwork in there. It's got, well, we've got an instruction book. What have we got here? A couple of other pieces too. There you go. You saw a flash. The disc is in. The disc is in fantastic condition. As I say, it was very popular. It was very, very popular for a period of time. And obviously, the game then sold millions of it. I don't think it went platinum, no. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to consult my list. However, this will be a good fun for every now and again. It's still a good blast, certainly around Christmas time and things like that. So I might whip it out and give it a game, and it'll stay in the collection for a while. Maybe in the future I might reassess it, but certainly for now, you know, I like to give it a bash. And I haven't played a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire video game in what, again, probably over 10 years. So it's going to be interesting to have a little bash at it. And as I say, it's always a little bit of short-term fun, especially if you've got people around. You know, people would love, you know, doing quizzes together and stuff like that. So we'll give it a little bash. Anyway, next up is a game that will be in the collection for a little while. Again, this is going back to me going for a full PlayStation Platinum set. And Driver did make the Platinum, but I don't own it on the Platinum label just yet. It's quite a common one to get on the Platinum label, so it shouldn't be too difficult. However, it's got a little bit of box damage. The hinge there is cracked, so I think my friend must have dropped it or something. However, he always looked after the discs and stuff, so each one of these is absolutely minty. It's great. Possibly bought secondhand, actually, because it's got a bit of writing on the cover there, and he wouldn't have done that. But yeah, a little bit damage there on the case. So yeah, we've got Driver, but as I say, this will be in the collection until I get a Platinum label version of it for my collection, and then I won't want to keep it twice, so this will be moved on. Next up, we have, now I know my friend was a big snooker player and a big fan of watching snooker. I mean, I like to watch the championships perhaps every now and again, every other year or something. I kind of get hooked on watching the championship, but snooker, it's all right to watch, but as a game, it doesn't really interest me to play. But obviously, he loved it, so he bought this game. A little bit of box damage there as well. I think he bought it from new, which is why the manual, again, is in fantastic condition, as is the disc. And we've got the extra little bit of paperwork there, which is a Codemasters book, selling a few games. What have we got in there? Let's do a Retro Bear thing here and have a look. Micromaniacs, Music 2000, Prince Nassim Boxing, and Mike Tyson Boxing, No Fear Downhill Biking, LMA Manager de Liga, World Championship Snooker, was advertising World Touring Cars, Colin McCarelli too. So yeah, nice to have those little bits in there and have it complete, as I say. But yeah, World Championship Snooker, probably won't keep this one. It's a shame it's got a little bit of damage there because it can't even be a case replacement for me. But yeah, I'll find a good home for this and pass this on to someone who will want it. Next up is one that really has my interest because I've never heard of it, and that cover just really draws me in, and so does the name of the game, Shaolin. Know nothing about this. By THQ, so by a reputable dev, but never heard of it. So if you play Shaolin and can recommend it or know anything about this game, please, ladies and gentlemen, comments section below. Just to look at the back of it. I mean, what have we got? Anything else there going on? Mightily impressive. So authentic, it possibly whiffs of Bruce Lee's BO. That is grim. That is gross. Don't use that to sell your game. Nearly put me off, but I do still want to play it. And then below that, the most exciting 4-way fight you'll ever encounter. Gather and fight. Yeah, I'm still looking at it, despite that disturbing line. That threw me a little bit. It looks like not a side-scroller beat 'em up, sort of a 3D world beat 'em up. So, yeah, not hack and slash, I don't think. I can't see any weapons in those images. Potentially could be hack and slash, though. But again, don't know a lot about Shaolin, so if you play Shaolin, can recommend it, please comment section below. If you know anything about the game, please educate me. But this is in fantastic condition as well. This could possibly go in the collection if I do like it and stay there. Next up is something that won't stay there, but not because it isn't a great game, because it is a great game. It's a fantastic game. Ridge Racer Type 4. I'm only saying that because I don't own it on the Platinum label. It will be replaced by a Platinum label, and it's not a game I want to keep twice. So I'll keep it until I get my Platinum label, and then I will pass it on to a good home. It deserves a good home for the condition this one is in. It's in fantastic condition. 96% a GT beta. It's a bold statement. I think Big Game Al might disagree with that. But it's in fantastic condition. I think he bought it new. Manual, fresh off the print condition. Great disc. Got both discs in here. We've got Ridge Racer High Spec Demo on the left there, and the game disc on the right there with disc art. I love it when they do proper disc art. I really do. So yeah, nice complete copy of the game. So it will stay in the collection until I get a plat label, and then it will be passed on to a good home. I'll make sure that the condition this is in, it deserves a good home where it'll be loved. Okay, next up, my mate was also into football management games, just like the retro berries. I think he bought this for new look for $29.99 from Virgin Megastores. Premier Manager 99 endorsed by Kevin Keegan. Now I had Premier Manager 98 and I enjoyed it for a short period of time, but football management games don't stick with me for too long. I tend to get a little bit bored of them. But total football management there. And as I say, of course, complete in box with manual. Manual's a little bit ropey there, a little bit of creasing on the manual. Colourful disc there, nice and bright. And we've got some inside inlay art as well. Advertising Extra Soccer 3. It's nice when they do that and it's not just plain white. But yeah, Premier Manager 99. Don't think it will stay around in my collection for too long. Might give it a little bit of a try. You never know. Next up, we have a little bit of a case damage going on here. Or, well, I say a little bit. We have quite a bit of case damage going on there. Unfortunately, a lot of cracking there on the front. Perhaps the back has got some as well. So yeah, a little bit there. Deadball Zone is another game I don't really know a lot about. I've got to be honest with you. I hear Deadball Zone, I see that image there, and I think futuristic made-up sports with robots or people wearing mechanical suits. And if I turn it over, by the looks of it, I'm not far wrong. But this may be fun. This may be a very replayable game, very pick up and play for a little bit. And because it's, you know, a sports game, it's not the same level over and over again. Every game is different, you know, because it is a sports game. So I'm going to give this a try, and if I like it, it will stay in the collection, but it will need a full-on case replacement at some point. But a nice complete in-box game as well to have the manual and everything in there too. Final two games. I know of this game very well, but I don't know about it, and I've never played it, and that is Colony Wars Vengeance. Bought from a local shop of ours, which doesn't exist anymore. Special Reserve for £36.99. I think he probably bought this one from you as well. Complete unboxing manual. Fantastic condition manual. Just notice there that is broken on the hinge there. So that's a shame. So that would need front case replacement. However, this is a game I'm going to try. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I will pass it on. But we've got a bit of space shooting going on there. If it's certainly a space shooter, I will probably like it. I do like that sort of game. And looking at it, it does look interesting. Over 40 intense missions with spectacular space battles and dogfights. So yeah, this could be something that does actually interest me and prove to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I will actually give that a bash and certainly give that a try. That may well stay in the collection, this one. And then finally, last game up, which I swear I've played. I swear I have played, but for some reason I cannot remember it. And that is Crime Killer. I've got a sticker on the front. That's a nice touch there. Move over GTA. Don't think that really worked out well for you there, did it? I think GTA is still going and you're not. Badge there, top right hand corner. But I do remember playing this and I remember having a lot of fun with this. Perhaps I did play it with my mate in two-player mode. I don't know. What is it about? I can't remember. The fastest speed chase shoot 'em up ever seen for the PlayStation. That does spark my interest at all. Does spark my interest, indeed, not at all. And there, a few screenshots. So yeah, if you're chasing cars and shooting at the same time in a vehicle, I can see how it'd be two-player mode. One could drive, one could shoot, or something out the window. I don't know. It'd be very much like Starsky and Hutch. And interest very much peaked to give this a bash. Could be staying in the collection, this one, if I do indeed like it. Like I say, PlayStation 1, I'm not trying to full set. Only the Platinums I'm trying to full set. So any black labels, it's pretty much, they're only going to stay if I really do like them and also think they have an extensive amount of replayability to me. This may well qualify. And that is the last game. That is the last of the 10 complete games that I have. This has been a lot of fun to go through. So what did my mate kindly charge me for this? Because he literally said, oh, I don't know, make me an offer. And when mates say make you an offer, you know, you don't want to insult them. So I just said, look, mate, what do you want for it? And he said, to be honest with you, if I'm giving them to you, I know they'll end up in a good home. Just give me a tenner for them. You can have the whole lot. I don't want anything else. And with that, I gave him the tenner. More than happy to, you know. I snapped his hand off. I certainly would do if it was a stranger, but he really just wanted to sell them to me for a tenner and give them a good home because he knows what I do with games and how I collect them. So yes, £10 for all that is fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, I do want a couple of comments in the section below, certainly about Shaolin, certainly about Connie Was Vengeance, and a little bit about this as well because I'm struggling to remember it. So if you played any of those 3 games and know anything about them, can recommend them, please do comment section below. I would love to hear from you. So that has been my pickups, a little catch-up one from something that I knew I had, but had hidden away in a box for a good 3 months at least. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that just finally leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. And as always, take care.